Hey everybody, Steve Moran and Douglas Yates, and we are here live with a good friend of ours, Eric Grant. And Eric, why don't you introduce our new partner to everybody here?
Okay, yeah, fantastic. Welcome, everybody. So, I would like to introduce a longtime friend of mine. Sorry for the being in the shadows, folks. I can't seem to get my camera working here today, but that's okay. We'll get the message across anyway. This is Dr. Theodis Gamet. Dr. Gamet is a longtime friend. When I say long time, I mean a longtime friend of mine. We've been working together and been friends for over 25 years now. It's hard to believe, isn't it, Dr. Gamet? It's amazing. I mean,
It is. It is.
looking back, we were young punks back then. All the things that we were doing, and but I've watched the evolution of Dr. Gamet's humanitarian organization, which he's going to talk a little bit about today. And this reason for this presentation today is just to talk about how we're going to be working hand in hand and going to be benefiting each other, and especially the sharing organization that Dr. Gamet has. It's a spiritual and humanitarian organization. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and turn this over to Dr. Gamet, and go ahead and tell us about your vision, where everything kind of came from, and where you're planning on going.
Well, I appreciate it, Eric. Before I start, Douglas, I'm in Victorville right now. Getting some work done on my van, and I'm gonna be coming through LA. So I'll hopefully see you in person shortly. Yeah, for the first time. That'd be amazing. But I just appreciate you guys, Steve, and your organization for letting us invest in your guys' organization, your technology. I really love your technology. I'm a consultant in the blockchain technology industry. And so I've seen a lot out there with smart contracts and D-apps and, trading, mining, so on and so on. And what you guys get ready to do is pretty amazing. That's why we're, partnering up a little bit, so that we can see how we can work together to go help a lot of nonprofits, because
Right.
we're a 508c1A. I don't know if you guys.
Can you repeat that again? You were kind of cutting out.
We're a 508c1A. It's different from a 501c3. Whereas, because there's a separation between church and state, right?
Right.
And because of our status, we're underneath God instead of the government. And so we, obviously don't have to pay taxes, but we don't even have to file the way we do our business. And so we're here to serve nonprofits and train and educate nonprofits and give them resources to be successful, because we believe that we're here to serve people physically, financially, spiritually, and emotionally. So we don't launch until September 25th. Um, coming up this year, after 40 years of putting a lot of resources together to help people. Um, so we have a lot. And so when do you guys launch? What's your guys' uh,
Our
We're in like
thing
beta
is
launch right now.
operational. Everything's
oh,
everything's running up and running now.
it's 100%. Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Well, that's good. That's good. I know I saw the technology that you guys have and everything. And so with what we're doing, um, is very similar to what you guys are doing, in serving organizations. But we bring a lot of resources to the table. Some you might want to offer to your group, if you choose to. But we do. Um, we have natural products, for instance, for for people that have cancer, diabetes, Alzheimer's, cardiovascular disease, um, COVID, obesity, all the things that kill us. We chose long ago to find products to help people like that. And so I worked with Dr. Sanchez out of San Diego. Dr. Sanchez, Albert Sanchez out of San Diego. And so he won the Lifetime Achievement Award for helping people get better from cancer with all natural products. So that's one sector where we help people with. The other is funding. So we do business loans, personal loans, we have about 50 lawyers that help people restore their credit. So, and for free too. So that's pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we do that. And so we believe that, we didn't want to we've been doing loans for years, but we didn't want to come out to the public until we knew that there's companies like yours where people can earn to pay back the loans.
Right.
So to turn into self-liquidating loans. And so with the real estate and everything else, we allow people to invest in real estate with us with foreclosures, different things. And then also, with crypto, we understand that, back in the day we was doing mining and then we went into trading, right? You know the history, right? And then now the big thing is NFTs. That's the future because of the the ability with the blockchains to do NFTs. And then with what you guys are doing, one of the first to come out with income producing NFTs is pretty awesome. That's why we're putting our funds in there, to hopefully be the largest partner with you guys to own NFTs and some of the Ken's coins and so on, to see what you guys do. But I just wanted to come on and just speak to you guys and just let you guys know who we are, because our nonprofit, with our technology, with our, we're going to be doing trillions of dollars, just like other exchanges doing trillions of dollars, with Binance and, a volume, right, over the years and creating revenue and crypto.com and so on. And then with your guys' platform, by bringing on nonprofits and letting them create their own NFTs and do their own projects and you guys supporting them is pretty amazing. And so, you guys lending us your expertise and we're give you guys our expertise. It's a win-win situation to help people, be successful and get to their goals faster. With instead of without us, right? But we've been waiting for the technology to catch up to the vision that God gave us to launch, right? And that's why we're launching this year, is because finally the technology caught up to us, so that we can execute the massiveness of what God's given us. We call them gifts from God, to bring out to the world. And so that's what we're doing. And a lot of our programs that we have pay out every day, with our income, our business opportunities, I should say. But we call ourselves, we do social entrepreneurship. Have you guys heard that term before?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you do business, to help people. And the more people you help, the more money you make, so you can go help more people. It's a brilliant concept. And we've been doing that for years. And then it just, so now we train social entrepreneurs, humanitarians, community advocates, ambassadors of nations, to really go help people, in a humanitarian way. And that's what we love to do.
If you focus on that, everything else comes. I'm a member of Peter Diamandis's Abundance 360 Mastermind. He says, if you want to become a billionaire, just help a billion people.
True. Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Literally. And if you've got the right kind of programs and the right kind of passion, that's why it's important for us to find the right kind of partnerships, the right kind of people and organizations to align ourselves with that have the same kind of passions about what they're doing and helping communities. And there's no one way to do this. There's so many different ways that we can accomplish something and make the the kind of mess of fun of this whole charitable thing the way it is better, right? We can bring it all into the future the same way it's brought us to this point. And it's
exactly.
It's exciting time to be around and to be able to work with people like yourself that have this kind of vision and be able to be part of the solution for you to help crystallize it and bring it to fruition.
So Dr. Gamet, if I could chime in here. So can you explain to the audience a little bit about what it's going to mean for for the sharing organization to be able to have your own NFT and crypto platform? What that's going to mean for you guys?
Yeah. There's a lot of organizations having, building their own NFT platforms, of course, and it's going to be, hundreds of billions of dollars market, with NFTs. They say it's like 300 billion, different reports, kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And this is still a baby. And so, there you go. I'm back.
There you go.
Good. With the NFT situation, the way we use our NFT market is, there's a lot of nonprofits that want to do their own thing, right? There's like music. We have like a lot of professional athletes. We have a lot of people that sing, do, music artists, and then people that have books. A lot of people are bringing out their books, and so being able to do what they're called to do in an NFT, and to be able to share it in the marketplace and market it is big for our people. We with our business plan, we're here to serve people with our resources, but allow people to have a marketplace of their own, where they can communicate and talk and exchange and so on, is invaluable for people. So that's what I love about what you guys are doing, because you guys are doing the same thing. Is pretty amazing. But for the fact that you guys are giving income producing NFTs, that's above and beyond. You guys don't have to do that, which is pretty amazing that you guys are sharing your revenue with your folks. Yeah.
So go ahead, Steve.
No, we to us, it's, really kind of put your money where your mouth is. We're putting 59% of our gross revenue is paid out immediately to, help further this ecosystem of charitable giving. And it's not about, that's what it's all about to us, is really kind of giving back and building a sustainable ecosystem that can really make a difference for generations and generations to come by plugging these people into to the right kind of revenue model. So,
yeah, we give away 50% of the revenue that comes in with us, but different ways, right?
Right.
Than you do, because we're an educational company, so we do it through education and give back through the way we do it. But you guys give away, is it 59% of all the revenue that comes
59%
in?
59% of the gross revenue that comes through.
That's pretty amazing. So that's a little more than us. That's pretty
all
cool.
All paid out daily via smart contracts. Okay, it's all, and it's gross, not net. That's another thing that most people, most companies have got net profit, and then they can go out and buy a company jet. Oh, we didn't make any money that month. It's when you're dealing with gross numbers, you're dealing with real numbers.
I can tell you, when we on our 50% that we keep, we use it for to fund our humanitarian projects, because we have clean water projects, where we put these systems, solar water systems, on wells,
right?
And it cleans well water, river water, and ocean water. We have a different one that does ocean water. Right. We have a feeding program, housing programs. The van that I'm in right now, I can just show you. We get out these vans and make them for others, right? And they have refrigerators and stoves and everything in there. This is a Sprinter van, and then we also do 40 econo lines for the homeless, right?
Oh, there you go.
That's so great. we do both kinds of vans, to do.
So those are a couple of good examples of different organizations doing things a little differently. Both figuring out how you can, give up a whole bunch of your revenue to help make the world a better place, and still have enough to survive on, so you can continue to develop that, underlying goal. It's
What do you guys use your revenue for? I know because you have to get the technology get going and everything, because we have to do the same thing. But on your portion.
Well, we've got 20% of our gross revenue goes to Wheels token holders, paid in proportionate to the amount of Wheels tokens that they own. When we created the Wheels token, that was in memory of my younger brother Ken, and it was really important for us to be able to give that token utility and make sure that that was going to be something that people were going to want to hold on to.
Hold on. It's your brother, right? You said
my younger brother, right? So
I told my some of my people about that, and they're literally in tears.
Yeah,
they have the chills, when I told them that story.
That's when we started this, it was just Doug and I talking about different things, and we decided to create this token. Then I said, look, this really means my brother lived a horrible life. I said, this token has to succeed. If we do something like this, we're not going to go out there fast. We're going to take a slower approach because it's got to be successful. So how can we create utility? So we said from day one, we'll give up 20% of the gross profit from the exchange and NFT marketplace will be paid out to Wheels token holders in proportion to what they own. So every day, if you're getting paid every day, if you sell those tokens, you're not going to get as much tomorrow as you got today, right? So I think that, that definitely creates some real utility. Then we're paying out 25% to the foundations native token to the native tokens foundations. So to the organizations that we work with, we're paying 25% of our fee back to them. And we're paying a total of 14% out to our NFT holders. Okay. So that's how we come up with the whole 59%. And it's, that just generates an amazing ecosystem. It just creates an unbelievable ecosystem that should just continue to run, long term. Tapping into communities, that's the thing, we've kind of coined that phrase, transforming communities into economies, using the tools that we've created and empowering people to be able to go out and the organizations to be able to out and create dependable streams of long-term recurring revenue.
That's amazing, because the name of our organization is Sharing.
Mm-hmm.
And it stands for Sending Hope and Rebuilding into National Goals. And we have different brands under Sharing, like prosperclub.com, itsagodclub.com. But one of our brands is Share Economy. It's share and economy put together with one E, Share Economy. So that's pretty cool that, you guys have something like that going on.
Yeah, something similar in the same genre there.
That's amazing.
And yeah, we're really transforming them from communities and into economies. I mean, and that's turning that community and that power into something that's going to continue to pay over and over and over and over again.
So, Dr. Gamet, as I've watched your humanitarian organization evolve over the years, and I've been hand in hand working with you, as you know, for many years, all the way from content writing to presenting to, just along for the ride at times and excited about it. But what I'm really excited about now is to see where you've come. You've come so far and how everything has come to fruition. And what's really interesting for me is the fact that you guys have been able to get an abundance of people that are willing to help out, like attorneys and very educated people and people that understand how the systems work and everything, and all the way down to actually being able to help your people with these loans and credit repair. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, or save that for a different show?
Well, I can just tell you that when we first started, we started everything for the homeless, because I was a pastor. I was in the Marine Corps. Then I got out and I went to a Christian college and started feeding the homeless as a pastor. And that's when I noticed that at the end of the day, people are still homeless. We could talk to them, clothe them, love on them, and so on. But so I wanted to do something where anyone can be successful, even the homeless. And we don't get involved in anything that doesn't help people. And if we believe if the homeless can do it, anyone can do it. And so, but over the years, we found so many great opportunities that are incredible that now regular people, working people, they need money too. and need help in these different areas. So they want to get involved. And so now it's geared to help everybody, even the rich, because of, the rich want to make more money off of their money, right?
Yeah.
And grow it. So they want to get involved in these crypto opportunities and, and leverage more with other people's money with loans and so on. And so they're finding that strategies are incredible, because when you can 2x to 10x your funds in a short amount of time, it is pretty amazing, and that's what we do. We teach people strategies depending on where they want to go. We have so many resources and everything to really serve people, right, and help them. And so, yeah, on another call, if you guys want to dive into some of the resources that we have, because it's open to everybody and organizations, because we're all, at the end of the day, we're here to empower people, right? Equip them to do their job better.
Absolutely.
And that's what we do. Yeah. So we can put a little benefits package together for people, give some added rewards, to people, is what we do.
Well, that's great. We're looking forward to seeing where everything kind of transitions to, and I know right now we're just we're in the thick of it, and we kind of you can't really see too far out to where it's going, but we know it's going somewhere, and definitely it's for the benefit of all involved. So thanks a lot for coming on today. If unless you gentlemen have any more questions.
No, that was good. I enjoyed talking again, Doctor, and I'm sure this will be the first of many we'll do here together. I love what your organization is doing and what you guys stand for, and helping everybody out there. I think one of the core things that that you guys are addressing that is really important, and it's one of the reasons that Doug and I kind of got started doing what we're doing, is the whole educational aspect of things.
Exactly.
As we move into this whole blockchain world and such, where are people learning about this stuff? People have, they got jobs, they got lives, they got families, they got all this kind of stuff, right? So, and they're not going to school, and all this kind of stuff is happening. So it's really important to be able to have that foundation of a good educational system to be able to help people understand what's going on out there, because the world's changing, and it's, I'm 63, and the only reason I'm up to date with it is because I surround myself with a bunch of younger, smarter people than myself, and I just try and remember as much of it as I can, but.
Well, I'm 55. How old are you, Douglas?
Lost your volume.
58, he said.
Oh, 58.
I read his lips.
There you go.
Yeah, 58.
And
I just turned 61, so.
Yeah, so so here we are. It's kind of like our responsibility, kind of, to really kind of help teach and educate people, around us about what's really going on out there, so they can make good decisions. Because people want to go ahead and 2x or 10x their income or their investments or anything along those lines. If they're not educated, they don't have much chance of really getting it right.
It's true.
Yeah. And something I want to say, like for those that are watching this, you just never know what's going to come out of a relationship like this, because we can't see the future, but we know that we're aligned in the same direction, and so anything that's happening today can benefit both organizations and many other organizations. In fact, it's kind of like a launch pad situation. Many of these launch pads that start out, they might have a concept, and that concept can change a little bit as they move along. And then eventually what happens is it turns into something grand that they never even envisioned before. Or if they did envision it, they didn't have any idea how to get there. So that's how I'm feeling today. I'm very excited because I've been intimately involved with your organization and with you as a friend all these years. And so I'm just excited to see where everything's going to go here.
That's a good point, to bring individuals and especially the nonprofits over here to use this technology as a launch pad, to get their as an individual or organization, their gifts and callings out to the world, and we're offering all of our expertise for free. I mean, at least we don't charge you to educate people. What about you guys?
No, no. Education is free.
Awesome.
But no, it's like the other thing that Eric was saying. I'm sorry, real quick, is is a book that one of my coaches, Dan Sullivan, wrote called Who Not How. And he said, whenever you have get to a certain point in your project and you need something else done to complete it and to make it a whole, you want to focus on not how do I do it, okay, but who can help me get there, okay? Because I think as entrepreneurs, you guys can probably both relate pretty much, as entrepreneurs, we do the how and we get into it and we learn how to do like everything, because you have to get people to understand, so you can trust them to do it. But once you can really start to understand, it's not about how to do anything. It's really just about finding, doing what you do best, staying in your own lane and surrounding yourself with people that have unique abilities that you don't have in areas that you don't have them, right? That love doing those things as much as you love doing what you do. And the more you can start to build on those kinds of relationships, the better synergy that you're going to create. And then the more you're going to make things happen. So,
yeah, like Douglas, we got to keep him, close. I was going to say something, Douglas.
Yeah. Why don't you give out your website where people can come kind of research, what you're going on, what you're providing and stuff.
Yeah, these are information sites. You can actually go to prosperclub.com is one of our sites. This is where we're even in the playing field to help people be successful in every area of their life. It's a God Job is where we're going to be capturing the stories of helping people and making them into documentaries. And
it's a godjob.com.
Yes, it's a godjob.com. And we're going to be making them into full featured films. And then we're going to be highlighting a lot of the health products on that site that we have, because we believe that God's given our bodies, He made our bodies and given us the ability to heal ourselves if we're given the right products and food and sleep and water, to do our job, right? And then the other one is smartcapital.tips. Smartcapital.tips is where we're doing the loans, and then we're also going to be doing the credit restoration and other crypto things that we are doing and so on. And but as far as the helping people, educating them on what's the best of everything.
And that credit repair is I think is a key component, because really when you think about it, the credit companies, those credit reporting agencies, they have us by the pinky. You know what I mean? They have their own system, and we're outside of their system. And if they say that whatever they say is correct, then we have to go fight it. And that's what I love about the fact that your credit restoration can help so many people that are maybe just stuck in a bad situation, because they don't know how to get out of it. And especially when you've got so many experts that are helping you with that, really, and in many cases, free of charge, right? I mean, or very little anyway. It's correct. It's not costing them much at all to be able to take advantage of that. So,
yeah. So we have a credit monitoring service. It's $31.95, and it does a lot of other stuff with it. But anyone, we don't make any money off of that, but and so do the lawyers don't as a third party. But anyone that subscribes to that, it gives us all the information to restore people's credit, and then the lawyers have agreed to do it for free, because they know that there's going to be a lot of people that will come back and get loans from us, and that generates revenue. And so anyway, I just had one of the guys call just right now, because we're getting ready to launch our affiliate program on that. So when people refer people can make something to go help more people, type of a thing, as social entrepreneurs, right? But all this is in the making. We don't launch until September 25th, but starting next month, and we're going to start enrolling people, letting them participate and test all these strategies out with us, to start making hundreds a day, thousands a day, tens of thousands of dollars a day with these different strategies, and just keep leveraging and understanding how things work. So it's going to be a great ride.
There you go.
That's fantastic.
All right, guys. Well, unless anybody else has anything for today, I'll thank everybody for today. That was really cool. And we will be back live here soon. Thanks.
All right. Great.
Hey, guys.
Thank you.